Welcome everyone to this week's episode, podcast 269 on the Michelle Pascoe Hospitality Podcast. And I'm Michelle. Thank you for joining me today. I am presently down in Eden as I record this. It's just 2 days before Easter, Good Friday, and then we've got 4 days break. Couple of days back at work, then our Remembrance Day for Anzac Day. And of course, it is right in the middle of our school holidays here on the Eastern Seaboard. So the roads are crazy. We're having fun. But what I wanted to chat about this week was all about 8 tips to prepare yourself as a leader and your team for this big Easter period. The first tip is leaders build people and people build businesses. This is a weekend where we are going to be having a lot of members and guests coming into our venues that may have never been in your venue before. They may even be from quite a distance and they're on holidays. Oh, there could perhaps be a local that just hasn't been into your venue for quite some time, if ever. So not everybody is going to know everything that they need to do, whether it comes into signing in, what membership benefits there are, what facilities you have on offer, entertainment, food, and all the other wondrous things that you have on offer for these next few days and going beyond that. So it's about clearly informing your team that they know exactly what is happening. I always love that, just before a shift starts, supervisor, DM, or team leader gets out there and just a bit of a rah-rah session to let people know, we've got a full house in the bistro tonight. We're expecting so many covers, but of course there's lots of walk-ins. This is what's happening in the entertainment. I know that you may think, well, they should be looking at the signage, but people don't, and certainly your team don't, not always. So let them know verbally what is happening and ease them into this busy time. 2, be energetic. There is nothing worse when I hear people going, oh, it's the holidays, it's going to be busy, we're going to be smashed. Yes, you are, which is exciting because that means your shift goes even further. You're zipping around, you're having fun. So draw on that energy. You as the leader have got to bring in that energy. Now, I don't believe in faking it till you make it, but if you need a little bit of pep up, what's your favorite comedy show before you start work? Listen to a podcast that you love, something or a bit of inspirational music, but you have to bring that energy, because if you come in going, then your whole team is, and that'll be the rest of your customers will all be, and we don't want that. This is a really beautiful time to gather with friends and family and also celebrate and, be there in your venue. We are in the hospitality business. So that is tip 2, having that positive energy. Tip 3 is empowering your team. Procedures, policies, and processes. Utilize them. Don't be having it all in your head and saying to everybody, hey, if you've got an issue, just come and see me. No, it's, hey, here's the policies and procedures manual. If you need something, have a look at that, and then by all means call me. But a lot of things can be done without you, the leader, the manager of the day or the soup, running around in never-ending circles. 4 is just take the time to look at the roster, see who's on the shift that's coming up, and then later on in the day. That person may have been employed with your business for quite a while. Oh, yeah, they may be new. But that doesn't mean that they've worked on a long weekend, an Easter holiday period, school holidays, or even on a night shift or a day shift. Maybe they've only done a few shifts here and there. So just understand, just because they're already an employee, don't have that expectation that they are aware of everything that you're needing and that you're requiring and what your patrons would normally require on that particular time. So take that time just to work through who's been where, what do they know, and find out what their strengths are as well. There may be some who really love the cleaning up, or they may be great at cocktails or whatever, but find out that information and then share the load. Tip 5, trading hours. Now, these are the questions that come up so often, and we have so many phone calls with our foyer team is, what time are you opening? Do I have to be a member? Do I have other dress regulations, etc., etc. So let's do a little bit of magic. If you are watching this, or somebody in your team who is great at marketing or has access to GPT, which we all do, just put in the chat GPT reference the link to your website. Then write, or right before it, please review my website. It is a holiday weekend, and I want you to pull out on a one-page document all the key points that visitors will want to know. As example, trading hours, bistro times, entertainment, address, phone number, etc. Press go and then let it do its magic, and it will come up with all this without you going through your website, which you think, oh, Michelle, that's going to take me ages. Get that, bring it together, copy, and then paste it into your website. This can be done in a matter of minutes. So don't go, oh, we're too late for this. It is not too late. Cut, copy, cut, paste. It's there on your front page, not as a pop-up of your website, but main and central. It's just those easy, those frequently asked questions. Put it there. Don't hide it. Don't make your visitors or members and guests pick and peck through your website. Let's make it really easy for them. Tip 6 is have some fun. Seriously, this is all about a time of, as I said, celebration. So enjoy yourselves. I know some venues will allow the team to put some bunny ears on, perhaps, or take some chocolate Easter eggs around to children. Whatever it might be, just think about the impact that you're going to be having as simply as having a smile, which is absolutely wonderful. Number 7, as I said, those processes and procedures are really key. Check in with the staff. They may have picked up something that you're not aware of. So listen to them. They're on the floor. Have a listen and check in. Be noticeable on the floor too, leaders. I know as managers, whether you're DMs, soups, leaders, team leaders, I know you've got 1,000 things on, but the team need to see you on the floor, as do your staff members. And 8, enjoy lots of Easter eggs, if that's part of your tradition with your Easter period. Stay safe on the road. Have some time to yourself. Celebrate in the way that you wish to celebrate the Easter. Enjoy the time with family if you're there in the middle of school holidays, even though it may be crazy at times. It's only for a very short period of your life that you will have your children crowding around and making you absolutely crazy, but it's lots of fun. And then, of course, it's our very special day, both here in Australia and New Zealand, on the 25th of April, commemorating and remembering those who have served and those who continue to serve on our Anzac Day, which many of my venues and my clients, hold a very special day for the members and guests and the larger community. So I wish you all very well over the next week before I come back in next week with some more tips on leadership. But have a great time. I know I'm going to certainly enjoy my time here in Eden, in the sunshine, reading a book and playing with my puppies. Take care, everyone. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Michelle Pascoe Hospitality Podcast. Whether you're walking the floors of your venue, leading your team, or planning for the future, I hope today's insights have sparked ideas and inspired action. If you found value in this episode, please take a moment to follow the podcast and leave a review. It truly helps more hospitality professionals like you discover these conversations. And if you're ready to strengthen your leadership team or elevate your customer service experience, I'd love to support you. Head to michellepascoe.com to learn more about how we can work together. Until next time, keep leading with purpose, passion, and service.